of the messages I've seen getting more and more popular on TikTok is that you don't need to save for retirement because the world's going to be up in flames by the time we get there. Now, I'm obviously no environmental scientist, but I think it's a bit dramatic to say that we will all just be fully extinct in the next 50 years. Well, I don't know what the world's going to look like in 50 years. I know damn well the government's still not going to step in and save us if we don't save for retirement. Because I also could get in a fatal car crash tomorrow and all of my retirement funds would be for nothing, but I still want them there in case that doesn't happen. And there's obviously a difference between people who cannot save, they do not have the finances to save, and people who could and choose not to. I just think it's a little funny how some Gen Zers and millennials will call out our parents for believing like the worst Photoshop thing we've ever seen on Facebook. But then we'll turn around and be like, oh no, I don't need to save for retirement because the world's going to actually end. I just hate the idea of we get 40, 50 years down the line and people are dying because they're homeless and they can't afford healthcare, and it's all because someone told them at the age of 20 that they didn't need to save. So please, if your employer offers a retirement match, please match that. It's free money. Please, please, please take advantage of that.
Oh, sweetie, even though your words are full of wisdom, unfortunately the message is going to fall on deaf ears. There are far too many queens out there that want to take those extravagant vacations to create new memories, and of course, they need to buy those Lululemons with the matching Chanel tote bag to make the uber important Instagram posts that have to get at least 200 likes. And in their pigeon brains, it's totally worth it because someone is going to pass a law down the road that will bail them out of their bad decisions, because damn it, they are special. To the women in this video, I do give you credit for having the intelligence to say what needed to be said about savings for retirement. Doomsday scenarios aside, of course, but it's similar to talking to a spendaholic. Even if most women had the extra cash to put into a retirement account, the bulk of them will go with the motto of, I am saving money because I am buying things on sale. Either that, or they're going to count on family court giving them a cash alimony / child support payout bonus after putting in for that 70% plus divorce rate.
I must break you.
Before we move on, I want to bring attention to the fact that 79% of my viewers are not subscribed to my channel. Come on, fam. You've seen my logo on other channels, and you're already here. Please hit that subscribe button and support the channel. It really helps out. Moving on.
Hello everyone, let me tell you how we're going to approach dating in 2024. 1. We are going to spend this year focusing on ourselves. Do what is best for yourself this year. I'm sure there's many of you on here who the past few years have sacrificed for other people, focus more of your energy on other people. We're not doing that. 2. Before you even start dating, you need to be clear with what you want, what your deal breakers are, what you will not tolerate. And whatever is on this list, you will not break from. I don't care how many tattoos he has. So 3, once you guys have been dating for a little bit, a couple months have passed, you're ready to lay down what you want, which you're not asking what are we, we're saying what we want. If it does not match, and if he or she is not reaching the same conclusion that they want the same thing, and they give you some runaround answer, bye. On to the next one. Stop wasting your time. This is the year of you, what you want, and getting what you want. No more situationships.
Okay, let's tackle this one using her own numbers. 1, spend the year focusing on yourselves. Do what is best for you. Okay, self-improvement is always recommended, and ladies, this includes taking therapy. It can only really help you. But to say not to sacrifice for other people, if you aren't willing to help out someone you're interested in, why should he sacrifice his time and money on you? 2, before you start dating, you should know what you want. Seriously? I mean, that's what adults do. Please, if you don't know what you want, then you shouldn't be surprised of what you get in dating. This is where Chad / Tyrone excel at laying pipe. 3, after dating for a few months, lay down what you want. Okay, this is known as the point where queens ask the infamous question of, where is this going? Ladies, I have to warn you ahead of time that those bad boys you all have been trying to get to commit to you really aren't going to. A good rule of thumb is, if he wanted you to be his girlfriend, he would have said it already. It's not you, it's your choice in men. I mean, you get with the hot, ripped up bad boy who just got out of prison, and you get shocked and shaken when he doesn't settle down with you.
Emotional damage!
Before we move on, be sure to tune in this Thursday for Insolent Answers Part 3 with special guest Locke the Bounty Hunter. Moving on.
Good morning, gorgeous. Good morning, beautiful. How's your day going? How did you sleep? What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? How's your day? When can I take you out? When can I see you? This weekend, can I take you out? These are the text messages I've been receiving from one person for the past 2 weeks. So I finally say, yeah, sure, I can go out this weekend. So this weekend has came, and today was the day I said I was available. Guess what? No text, no good morning, no what you doing, how's your day? What happened? The day of the date, nothing. And I know you don't think I was going to text you to remind you. I know you don't think that I was going to text you and say, hey, are we still going? Absolutely not. This is exactly why I haven't been on a date in over a year and a half. A year and a half. And when I finally entertained the thought, yeah, I'm available.
Let me get this straight. Pookie hit this queen up with his phishing text techniques, and my viewers already know Pookie doesn't throw out a single line. My man throws out a fishing net. And because this queen doesn't understand how Pookie operates, she thinks this validates her to jump on a video sharing platform and air out her laundry as being ghosted because Pookie caught another fish with his net. Listen, my confused queen, you have got to understand that for as much as you want to be the center of a player's world, you really aren't much else than a possible side piece.
Squeeze me? Oh, no, you dick.
And you can make videos all day about how wrong men are for being this way, but the reality is there is something about you that attracts players. Okay, she hasn't dated in a year and a half, according to her. Just because she left the dating game for a while, it doesn't mean the game has to change, or if anyone owes her anything. Sister, I'm just going to say this. Maybe it's not the dating game, but the way you play it. Or should I say, more to the point, the fact that you are probably always choosing the players.
Damn!
Moving on.
I'm gonna tell you the conversation I just had. Texting this guy back and forth, right? And he's like, listen, whatever you're talking to right now, stop it. I'm everything you want and more. And this man was hyping himself up. Like I just let him shine. I'm like, you know what? You got it. And I was like, okay, what are you looking for? And he was like, listen, I'm about whatever. He's like, whatever you want, I'm gonna be that person for you. Like, okay, let me ask again, what are you looking for? And he was like, well, you know, like, I go away for school, like, I'm only here for the summer, yada yada. I'm looking for someone to try new places with, deep conversation, all this, right? Describing our relationship. So I'm like, cool, a relationship. He's like, not necessarily. I was like, word. So I was like, oh, I get it. Oh, you're looking to waste time. He's like, well, what are you looking for? I was like, I'm trying to recreate The Notebook. I'm trying to fall in love, grow old with one person, and do life with this one person. Is that not normal? Did I sound crazy? This man's like, oh, well, like, let's try and see where it goes. I'm good.
First of all, why do some of these queens need to make these videos while they are eating? No one wants to see you stuff your face while talking. It's just rude, but we can also argue it shows a lack of class. I mean, you can say you want a serious relationship all you want, but if this is an example of what you have to offer, well, a man worth his salt will probably think twice before saying, yeah, I'm down for that too. Would you like a toothpick and a napkin there, Colleen?
How dare you?
Anyway, all burps and flatulence aside, it sounds like she is trying to do a call-out / shaming video on a guy who is more than likely on her level. Listen, sister, I like a salad as much as the next gorilla, but you don't hear me chomping away at some greens or carrots while trying to make someone else sound like they were talking pure relationship gibberish. This is the type of content that makes me think it should be ignored by the masses. Unfortunately, it deserves an audit, which means my viewers just viewed something they wish had been censored. Ladies, I know this was a bit of an extreme, but it is an example of what men see when many of you say you aren't going to settle. Men basically consider you the person who has enough negative traits to be discarded from their dating rosters, as you are the self-centered proclaimed prize that somehow, someway, levitated herself above everyone else while still showing some bad habits. The point here is most women have a delusional sense of their SMV, i.e., their schmexual market value. I mean, you can think you are a filet mignon all you want. It doesn't change the fact you really are a pork shoulder.
Damn, skip me.
Moving on.
Here are 3 mindset shifts I want you to make for dating in 2024. Let's be honest, mindset is everything. And if it hasn't been working for you up to this point, let's try something different, shall we? The first one is stop focusing on texting and start seeing how this person shows up for you in other ways. Texting is not the only indication of someone's intentions with you. And if you are constantly looking at, but they haven't texted me, can we stop to see, are they calling you? Are they trying to make plans with you? Are they trying to see you? Because whether they're texting you or not, those other variables matter greatly. So if they're only texting you, stop with the digital pen pals in 2024. Leave those behind. Either go and meet this person and spend time with them, or stop engaging with them just on the phone. And if somebody's just not a big texter, but they're really active about trying to see you and make phone calls, it is okay. Texting is not the end all be all, nor is it really an indication of anyone's intentions. 2, dating apps are not the enemy. It's the people that use them that are the problem. So let's stop villainizing dating apps as, oh my God, they're just such garbage. That's like saying computers are the problem. No, it's the people that use the computers that are the problem. So you've got to become a better buyer. When it comes to dating apps, not everybody is on there for the same reasons. Not everybody wants the same things. Not everybody handles dating in the same way. So do not take things so personally on the dating apps. Use them with a grain of salt. I used Hinge passively. I never really reached out to anybody. I just allowed people to match with me, so I knew the interest was there and I could receive. And that's how I met my partner. So yes, there are going to be a lot of negative and difficult experiences on the apps, but so are there in real life. It's just a lot less because you don't meet that many people in one small condensed time that find you attractive.
Before I start addressing her points, can someone in the comments correct me, but hasn't this dating coach gone from one relationship to another and still hasn't gotten the championship wedding ring? I'm not saying her advice is bad. I am saying I find it awesome that a woman who hasn't achieved the ultimate goal in modern dating can somehow lead other women to the promised land. I mean, she said if it hasn't been working for you up to this point, let's try something different. Okay, that's awesome advice from a coach who hasn't even made the playoffs. But whatevs. Let's follow her own numbers. 1, stop focusing on texting and start seeing how they show up for you in other ways. I can agree with this, but unfortunately, modern dating queens put too much emphasis on texting. I mean, the reality is texting is a form of attention, and women need attention almost as much as they need water. It's here to stay, and these modern queens aren't going to drop it anytime soon. 2, dating apps are not the enemy. It's the people that use them that are the problem. Really there, my Colleen? You mean like when 80% of the women on those dating apps are always swiping right on the top 20% of men? It's no big secret. You women are sharing the same D. Yeah, you're not going to settle unless it means taking turns on the same seats on the carousel. Come on there, Colleen. Using a dating app passively is just code for I want to be DM'd by hundreds of dudes and I only reply to the Chad/Tyrone of my choosing.
Show of hands for everybody who knew. Bingo.
And 3, instead of if you wanted to, he would, why don't we shift that to if you want to, you will. So instead of it, well, if he wanted to have the conversation with me, he would. Okay, well then if you want to have that conversation with them, you will. And if he wanted to commit to me, he would. Well, if you want to walk away, then you will. It's not always about the other person, so stop making it about them. If somebody is not interested or doesn't want what you do, that's okay. That doesn't mean he doesn't want it bad enough. There could be a multitude of reasons as to why somebody doesn't pursue certain things, and maybe this person is just not that into it. What is that saying about you? What about what you want and what you're going to do? It's not about, well, if he wanted to do this, he would. It's, I don't like the behavior. I'm going to get turned off and walk away. Let's start empowering ourselves this year and dating with intention. That doesn't mean that we have to poo-poo everybody. That doesn't mean we have to trust everybody. That means that we need to find a balance and trust ourselves, number 1.
3, if you want to, you will. Wow, that sounds completely awesome, but let's hit that with some reality. You see, this is something most women do with Mr. Average. They walk away because he isn't an exciting bad boy. Unfortunately, most women don't walk away from the bad boys because women see them as thrilling, and they also see them as a challenge to get them to commit. Another thing is what this queen is suggesting takes initiative, and most women don't walk away from a relationship unless they already have another one lined up, i.e. monkey branching. Also, consider the distinct possibility that you aren't that special, and maybe that's the reason your significant other just doesn't want to commit to you. I mean, I may be wrong here, but out of all the relationships you ladies have had in the past, how many of them ended up with a wedding ring?
Game over, man. It's game over.
revolver!
I'm just saying, if you enjoy this audit, click on the video in the end screen for more content. If you would like to support the channel, please follow the link in the description to donate to our beer fund, or like, subscribe, and share this video on other social media platforms. If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm going to leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode.